Dance for me has always been ecstatic, especially when I have the ability to entrain to the music that I'm hearing or feeling. I really got the gist of what that meant to actually feel into the music when I first became consciously aware of what music meant to me as a feeling, as a resonance, as an embodiment, and letting the music imbue my body in a way through the use of vibration and rhythm. And that really happened to me in my early 20s when I went to the gathering in 1996, 97, where I met a man called Sam Tatau, who taught me how to dance and draw up energy through my feet chakras into my body, into my chakra system, and let it compound in through my chakras. So therefore the energy of the earth was coming through me, and I began to feel the sense of shamanic trance-like states I could get myself into. I was dancing because the music and I were training in a way that vibrationally, in a resonant way, my molecules, my cells of my body, my spirit, my wairua, my spirit, were meeting each other in this way that there was an engulfing conglomeration and a deep connection in that way musically, that my body was able to respond to the music in a way that allowed my body to move to it in a way also that the dance became a intimate one for me, as the music really embodied me and came into my being, into my muscles, into my sinews, into my bones, into my blood, into my breath. So even way back then, in my early 20s, music was a form of me. Music for me, when I was and dance was a form of shamanic modality. And I would go deep into the mix with the music while I was dancing, and just shut my eyes down and create a bubble around me and push people away from me, not in a harsh way, but just to hold the space so I could have my space to feel the music and me have this moment together, this very intimate dance together. And it was healing for me in ways that allowed me to drop into a space where I felt all my trauma, often all the deepest parts of myself that I kept hidden. I brought them to the surface of my body and let them be dispersed through my movement. I felt the upliftment and the ecstasy in that dance as I went to that deep shamanic experience. And over the years, I induced a deeper state of connection with the music through the use of drugs, especially MDMA. And I still love going to dance parties, electronic music parties, raves, doffs, whatever you want to call them, and go to festivals where amazing DJs were playing, take really good MDMA and dance my ass off for 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 hours. Just dance. Dance the night away. And once again, the bubble was quite firm for me. I wouldn't want anyone to come into my space because I was just me and this experience with music, and the upliftment and the imbuing of my being with the use of this drug to open my body, my chakra system up, especially my heart chakra, open up my heart chakra in a way that I was able to feel the music flow into my being at a whole new level of sensitivity due to the drug I was taking. It was massive for me. It was huge. It was life-changing once again. But even that got to a point for me where I realized that I didn't need to take MDMA to have this experience. I could do it without it. I didn't need it. The ecstasy was there already in my being, in my body. I was able to tune into it without the use of any drugs. And then I went to Resolution Festival 2022, 2023, and I encountered an embodied ecstatic dance facilitator and teacher named Sasha, who the legal fiction on her legal name is Sasha Hope. And Sasha is a facilitator of embodied ecstatic dance. Has a very unique way of teaching and facilitating her class, her dances with her DJs that she works with who are amazing. Blaze, Leah Luna, Rana, to name three. And when she facilitated a workshop, a dance, really a dance, not a class, it was a workshop. It was a dance, not a workshop. When she facilitated her first dance that I went to on a really hot morning, I think it was a really hot morning, about 10 a.m, a stinking hot summer's day with no shade, I remember and understood that here was a facilitator and her shamanic power that was able to take me through the use of her language and her words and her instruction and her offering into a place where I was able to go deeply into my being and find the deepest wounds through her use of words and language, through her instruction, through her use of intuitive direction into everyone who was present, who was present at this dance, was able to take us to a place where we're able to dive deeply into our deepest and darkest places and bring that energy up to the light. And then through movement, let it go. Through movement, diffuse it. Through movement, heal. Through dance, through movement, through dance, find the ecstasy. Find the pure ecstasy in sound and movement and bring them together and unite them in a way like I've never experienced before. Incredible experience for me. It was life-changing. And the next dance that she did at Revive Festival near Gisborne was even more crazy for me. I went onto the dance floor for her ecstatic dance with Blaze again, DJ Blaze, and I remember getting into this beautiful forested glade, and everyone was in front of the stage, and I had this strong inclination to move towards these beautiful trees to my right hand side, because no one was acknowledging the trees for the air that they give us to breathe, the oxygen for us to breathe, the shelter they give us from the sun, the blazing sun and the rain, and the food that they give us, and just their presence in general, living beings surrounding us, and no one was acknowledging them. I had this really strong desire, strong urge, intuitive urge to acknowledge the trees and to dance with the trees. For the next hour and a half, I danced like a maniac, fully enriched, enlivened by this energy coming up from the ground into my body, from the trees, touching the trees, dancing with the trees, holding the branches, feeling them as I was dancing with the trees, dancing with the trunks. And I had this connection telepathically with the trees. I could feel my energy going into the earth with the help of Sasha's instruction and her use of language and Blaze's music. I could feel the energy of the trees moving up from the earth into my body, into my being, and my level of ecstasy was like none other I can remember. It was better than any drugs I've ever had in my life, let's put it that way. It was incredible. I felt this connection, this whole deep, powerful connection with the forest around me in a way that was so connective, so powerful, so amazing. And I realized there and then how much this process of ecstatic dance with Sasha's instruction, with Sasha's facilitation, and with Blaze's DJing, or with Leah Luna's, almost 3 weeks later in Nelson at Evolve Festival, how much this had changed my life in this way, and how much I treasure ecstatic dance in my life, with a facilitator who understands the nature of bringing music and movement and healing all together in that space, and creating that container again, creating a container where you can feel that you have the feeling and the ability to be as free as you choose to be, without judgment, to be as free as you choose to be able to express yourself, to be as free as you choose to be, without any inhibitions at all. There's no need for anything other than the music, your choice, and choices to be free and open and real and vulnerable in that space, and know that there's a container in that energetic mainframe been created for you with the people around you to be able to be exactly and do exactly as you choose to in that dance, of course, with the consent of naturally, to be able to hold your space or share your space with other people in that dance. And for me, it's never about sharing the space with other people, even though I might dance around them and have a bit of a laugh with them as I'm dancing with them, or dance with them in a way that actually we complement each other in regards to movement. My choice when I'm doing these dances is about me, the music, the facilitation, my healing process, and pushing that energy that I'm feeling, that healing energy, up through my being, out into the multiverse, into the collective consciousness, and healing the collective consciousness. So for me, ecstatic dance has changed my life. It's changed my life. And as a facilitator, Sasha Hope, legal name Sasha Hope, or Sasha to me, she's always will be Sasha to me, is the Everest of facilitating ecstatic, embodied dances. She's the pinnacle. She is truly a master of her craft. And I love her for it. I love her for her gifts that she shared with me, and for sharing with me this whole new modality that's changed my life in such a powerful and enriching way. So thank you, Sasha. Thank you. And thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. Mā te ua. I'll see you again soon.